Have you ever dreamt a perfect life before? In that life, you are the person you always promised you'd be. You're fit, you're wealthy, you're influential, and you finally have the respect you've been starving for. Every night before you fall asleep, you run the movie. You see the stage. You feel the keys of the new car. You hear the applause. It feels so real that your brain actually releases a hit of dopamine, giving you the reward for work you haven't even started. But then, the sun comes up, and you realize you're still in the same room, with the same bank balance, and the same paralyzing fear of actually trying. Most people think they are ambitious. They aren't. They are just addicted to the feeling of thinking about success. This is the dreamer's paradox. Your big dreams aren't your fuel. They are your sedative. Why do you do this? Why do you plan the 10-year business strategy but won't send one cold email? It's because your big dream is a protective shield. As long as the dream stays in your head, it's perfect. It's a masterpiece. But the moment you take a single real-world step, you risk being average. You are terrified of the gag reflex of reality. You'd rather be a genius who hasn't tried yet than a novice who tried and failed. Think about your friend, the one you think is less talented than you. They're unrefined, maybe even boring, but they are 3 years ahead of you. Why? Because they weren't afraid to be cringe. They were okay with being a nobody while you were busy being a somebody in your own head. While you were building a mansion in the clouds, they were laying one single, ugly brick on the ground. Your potential is currently a lie you tell yourself to feel better about your lack of discipline. Here is the science of why you are stuck. When you tell people your big goals, or when you visualize them too intensely, your brain experiences social reality. It mistakes the declaration of the goal for the achievement of it. You've already spent the win before you played the game. You are living in a state of dopamine debt. You've borrowed so much excitement from your imaginary future that your present feels gray and exhausting. The actual work, the spreadsheets, the repetitions, the boring stuff, feels like a chore because it can't compete with the high of your fantasy. You aren't lazy. You are overstimulated by a future that doesn't exist. You are a high-performance engine running in neutral. You're revving the engine. The noise is loud, but the car hasn't moved an inch. If you want to survive this, you have to do something painful. You have to kill the big dream, because the big dream is killing your progress. Pick the goal you've been dreaming about. Now, find the most basic, embarrassing version of it. Want to write a book? Write 1 paragraph of bad prose. Want to get fit? Do 5 push-ups. It must be so small it's almost insulting to your ego. Stop waiting for the perfect setup. Do it with the wrong tools, in the wrong clothes, with the wrong information. Reality doesn't reward the person with the best vision. It rewards the person with the highest tolerance for being bored and looking stupid. 10 years from now, you will be 40 or 50 or 60. You will either be surrounded by the things you actually built, or you will be haunted by the ghosts of the things you meant to do. The dreamer dies in a room full of blueprints. The doer lives in a house that's a little crooked, but at least the roof doesn't leak. Wake up. Stop dreaming. But rather, start progressing.